youth and offense versus experience and defense. With the young guns from Monaco, and here is how the French league leaders line up.
They don't do it with defense. That's a fact. They have 9 goals against in 4 games in this competition. Bakayoko and Fabinho in the middle of the park. Bernardo Silva, we've talked about his ability to pass the ball, and Lamar, his ability to get forward, but it really is about those 2 up top, isn't it? They've been doing it. They're breaking all kinds of records in France right now with their score.
In the world, with him in net.
Well, there's a reason. Buffon, 39 years old, 105 appearances in the competition, but as we mentioned, never lifted the trophy. If you take a look at this Juventus 11, and while we talk a lot about the defense up top there with Dybala and Higuain and Mandzukic, who Eric mentioned over there, converted from up top to a midfielder, lots of weapons when it comes to putting the ball in the back of net. And
no team is better drilled at keeping opposition out there than back 3. Fantastic platform for him to work off, because that man, Jardim, one of them will be in the Champions League final. And what a good start from Juventus with Dani Alves creeping in. Dani Alves now. Dybala. Dani Alves. Played a handful of games for Chelsea in their youth setup. Months for Juventus out wide. Pjanic, in comes Dani Alves, and it's just too high for Higuain. I think Dani Alves thought it was on a plate for Higuain. It seems as though he just got his footing all wrong. Dani Alves, he breaks the offside trap. It's just how he just stumbles a little bit as he's going to head it. And once again, cleared by Chiellini. Back in from Dira, Mbappe. Straight up Buffon, there's an instant look to the touchline. I didn't see a flag. Well, it's a fantastic ball in from Dira, who's very close. Tell us in a minute, because here they go again wide with Dani Alves. Subasic stays back. Dira. Really good ball in. Mbappe couldn't have met him much better than that. But Buffon stood in the way. Just the right position at the right time for Buffon at that near post. Just the way he timed his run to get in between Bonucci. Down the sides of Chiellini as well. Fantastic save, but that's 2 opportunities that Mbappe has had. Mbappe takes on Sandro and beats him. Looking for Falcao with that. And Bonucci was beaten, and Buffon was having to get across his goal frantically to try and keep it out. Now, one of the things is with Falcao, he wins the ball really well. It's a good save from Buffon. He wasn't going to take any chances, but for the size of him. Falcao. Good delivery, and it's wide. It's the sort of chance that seems to start to get into their rhythm a bit more now. Things like that. Marquisio caught dwelling on the ball. He was dispossessed. A late tackle later, and Monaco have a free kick, and Juventus have a problem with a yellow card for Leonardo Bonucci. Mbappe shifts it away from Barzagli and then beats him. Barcelona made it 3-0, made it tie over almost. There he is again, and it's hooked wide by Higuain, who puts the ball back Alves' way. Here's Higuain, clinical. He's got a long way to go to reach those Juventus fans. But he's covered the ground better than he's covered it all night. Because when the one chance came his way, Higuain has absolutely dispatched it. It's fantastic play. What a beautiful touch that is from Dybala. But then this is all about Dani Alves. We talked about him getting in between the full-backs. Bakayoko steps back into the pack and nearly got on the end of it. Very nearly. It's actually Higuain that just does enough. You can just see his outstretched foot. Just takes Bakayoko. Monaco players swarming around those in blue, and a little too keenly. It's just a late challenge. It's Dybala who gets it through. Bernardo Silva. Might be something on here. And there's Falcao, and it's smothered by Buffon. Falcao managed to dig behind and get the shot on target.
Defenders an afterthought. It's as big an art as goal scoring is.
Buffon out to get there. And he was able to watch it roll into his gloves despite the threat of Kylian Mbappe. Loved the story between those two in the build-up to the game. That was stopped by Alexandro. Even if it had hit the arm, he was too close, surely. Bernardo Silva has a go. Here we go, it's Monaco's turn. It's Mbappe. Got himself into a shooting position. Oh, Lamar's in trouble. He's lost the ball. Chance here. Good save by Subasic. Marquisio tried to pass the ball into the goal. There cannot be a better passer of a ball at centre-back as Dybala clips it in. Marquisio, yellow card. Higuain calls for it. Pjanic is arriving as well. There's Higuain! Who slides Juventus into such a strong position. They're close to winning the first leg. They're one huge step closer to winning the tie and reaching the final.
Well, two fantastic goals from Higuain, but once again, the main instigator and the man that should get all the plaudits is this one on the ball right now, Dani Alves.
Get some treatment down on the touchline. Bakayoko, who, before you shout anybody else, I know they'll need more than one with 2 Juventus away goals in there. It's all getting a little bit tetchy now with Radamel Falcao dumped down to the floor. Oh, Chiellini knows exactly what he's doing. More of a block than a thrust. Bernardo Silva, Fabinho went around the back and has been played in. Falcao.
This chance again, it was more of a topo for Fabinho, but just look at the amount of Juventus players there. 4 players, 2 centre-backs.
Now Giammattino. Scooping it back for Bernardo Silva. It was just a little too high up for him to bring down instantly. And he's not even got a corner as reward.
It just wouldn't come down quick.
Standing ovation from the Juventus supporters. Their magnificent centre is leaving the action. There's Dira. Swings in another really useful ball. Opportunity here with Falcao going in. It's a really good delivery. Did Buffon pull his arm away from it? Another one of those that only needed a touch.
Incredible ball. The back four.
Giammattino in. And it's headed just over. In fact, was it tipped over by Buffon? Valère Germain got in. One more surely seals the deal. It's Cuadrado. All over tonight, and maybe all over for the tie.
Guy, Danny, thank you. Just saw a quick shot of Gonzalo Higuain. His 9th multi-goal game in all comps this season. Dani Alves. Youth and offense versus experience and defense. With the young guns from Monaco, and here is how the French league leaders line up.
They don't do it with defense. That's a fact. They have 9 goals against in 4 games in this competition. Bakayoko and Fabinho in the middle of the park. Bernardo Silva, we've talked about his ability to pass the ball, and Lamar, his ability to get forward, but it really is about those 2 up top, isn't it? They've been doing it. They've been breaking all kinds of records in France right now with their squad.
In the world with him in net.
Well, there's a reason. Buffon, 39 years old, 105 appearances in the competition, but as we mentioned, never lifted the trophy. If you take a look at this Juventus 11, and while we talk a lot about the defense up top there with Dybala and Higuain and Mandzukic, who Eric mentioned over there, converted from up top to a midfielder, lots of weapons when it comes to putting the ball in